June 7, 2018, Flowery Branch, Georgia. It's not a goal scribbled across a locker room chalkboard or written on a note inside each defender's locker, but the Atlanta Falcons feel confident about achieving a particular mark in 2018, evolving into a top 5 defense. Last season, under first-year defensive coordinator Marquand Manuel, the Falcons finished in the top 10 in both scoring defense, 8th at 19.7 points per game, and total defense, 9th at 318.4 yards per game. For the first time since 1998, linebacker Deion Jones and strong safety Keanu Neal both played in the Pro Bowl, and nose tackle Grady Jarrett showed the NFL world why he should be an intimidating force for years to come. The Falcons return 9 of 11 players who started on defense in a 15-10 divisional playoff loss to the eventual Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. It's still a relatively young unit as defensive end Brooks Reed, at 31, is the only player over 30. But most of the projected starters have at least 2 years completed in the system. Watson light years ahead of rookie season. Baker Mayfield may have to wait his turn. Pressure is on Leonard Fournette in year 2. Flacco playing like a fire has been lit. Smith-Schuster focusing on production. Carolina coaching in turn like Black Panther. Dallas Tays working out of Witten's shadow. We're well capable of being a top 5 defense, said linebacker Devondre Campbell. I think last year was just a glimpse of how good we can really be. I think we kind of started to put it all together toward the end of the season, and we've got something to build on now. We're all getting very comfortable with each other, day in and day out. This time of the year, this is when we really become close and get communication and all that stuff down pat. So, I think we definitely can be a top 5 defense. That's on us to make it happen. Falcons coach Dan Quinn certainly knows the makeup of a top 5 defense. He was the defensive coordinator in Seattle during the 2013 and 2014 seasons, as the Seahawks finished No. 1 overall in total defense and scoring defense in back-to-back years. He brought the same fast and physical mentality to the Falcons while installing a simple scheme that allows his players to play freely. However, the Falcons evolving into a top 5 defensive unit is not a topic Quinn is ready to approach. Those are cool things that people can talk about post-season, Quinn said, but during the season, the main thing for me is it still comes down to points allowed and points scored offensively, and then the turnover margin. When those things are in order, you'll be a pretty respected defense. I hope when people watch us play, they see the speed, they see the toughness, they see that ball-hawking mindset to go after it. Feel like we're definitely making progress to be the unit that we'd like to be. Put it this way, the goal is to be the best team. The Falcons, who finished 27th in scoring defense and 25th in total defense during the 2016 Super Bowl run, made their significant improvement last season despite not getting stellar performances from 16-sack champion Vic Beasley Jr. and one-time Pro Bowl cornerback Desmond Trufant. Beasley struggled through a hamstring injury and had to, at times, drop into coverage at strong side linebacker, and Trufant didn't look his confident self coming off a season-ending torn pectoral. Both are expected to rebound this season, specifically Beasley with his focus now solely on playing defensive end. The loss of 17-sack leader Adrian Claiborne to the New England Patriots shouldn't be too painful as long as Takk McKinley takes the next step in his second season. McKinley continues to be limited coming off shoulder surgery, but the flashes he displayed in limited snaps as a rookie proved he could terrorize quarterbacks while rushing opposite of Beasley. Free agent signee Terrell McClain and rookie third-round pick Dedrin Sennett bring experience and depth, respectively, to the defensive line. Jack Crawford's return from a season-ending biceps injury and the resigning of once-released Derek Shelby also will add more bodies up front. The Falcons lost run-stuffing, space-eating defensive tackle Dontari Poe to Carolina in free agency. Takkarist McKinley proved he was worthy of being a first-round draft pick. AP Photo/John Bazemore. The team's addition of second-round pick Isaiah Oliver at cornerback, with his length and athleticism, should bolster the secondary, particularly when it comes to defending taller receivers such as Tampa Bay's Mike Evans. Oliver's potential emergence could kick either Trufant or Robert Alford inside to nickelback, where Brian Poole held the title last season, and the Falcons count on free safety Ricardo Allen as the last line of defense in a single high look to prevent explosive plays. Tackling and creating turnovers continues to be Quinn's primary emphasis with the group. Last season, the Falcons were -2 in the turnover ratio with 16 takeaways and 18 giveaways. Of the teams that finished in the top 5 in either total defense or scoring defense last season, only one, the Denver Broncos, at -17, lost the turnover ratio. Usually when you're really kicking, but if you can get to +8, 9, 10 for the year, you've played some good ball, Quinn said. That's usually a good goal, to be in the plus. If you can get double-digit plus, you did a hell of a job. I generally don't make big stat predictions. I don't get too caught up in that as much as I say, did we cause turnovers? Did we take care of the ball? Were we explosive? Those are the things that I measure and probably talk about with the guys the most. The Falcons have quite a defensive challenge from the outset with the Eagles on the NFL's opening night, September 6. Philadelphia averaged 28.6 points per game last season, the same amount as New England, and right behind the league-leading Los Angeles Rams, 29.9 points per game. 4 of the teams on the Falcons' 2018 schedule averaged better than 25 points per game last season: Philadelphia, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and NFC South rival New Orleans. We want to be the best defense we can be, Jarrett said. This program is full of competitors. Why not top 5? Guys want to be the best, but at the end of the day, it's about us handling our business, being sharp, and not shooting ourselves in the foot. The rest will take care of itself.